Shit, what a night, you know. I'm proud of myself, you know, took a chance, jumped out there strong, right off a hand injury, jumped up there with the best, one of the best guys in the division, one of the best guys in boxing. So my head is held high. I am proud of myself. I've done an awesome job for Lions Only and my crew and my team. I love boxing, so I'm not going nowhere, and you know, just jump right into it. And you know, Canelo's a motherfucking beast. You know what I'm saying? He an ox. You know, maybe I felt that more because of the fact that you know, this is my first time at that weight division. I wish I could have gained a little bit more weight in between, you know, from the weigh-in to that time, but I can't control my body, and I can't, you know. But like God had this already written, and you know, I'm glad that I was in there with you know, to put on the performance for Showtime to review. Questions?
Hey, Jermel, did you feel like his strength was an issue? Like, you know, he was able to kind of back you up a lot throughout the fight. Was that an issue?
I feel like, you know, you can't just charge at any fighter. You know, like you can't, you know, his power did play an effect, but it wasn't like too dominant to a point where I couldn't come forward, and I should have came forward a little bit more in this fight. But you know, I'm a human, and you get tired, your lateral movement, and you know, like I said, I felt some of his punches, so it was cool.
And I think you said you weighed about 172 or 173. In your opinion, what would have been optimal if you could have, you know, gotten a little heavier? How much more would have made a difference?
Maybe 5 pounds, possibly more. You know what I mean? I just felt his, you know, the same strength that he normally have. You know, like what we usually see. Like I said, I was testing myself in there, so you know, that is. Thank you.
Question in the back.
Jarrell.
I can't see. Oh,
Sorry, I got the mic. Let's go.
Stand by.
Go ahead, Naj.
Yo. Mel, what's up, brother? Congratulations on just, you know, being a part of this big event. In the 7th round, you got hit with a big shot, and you didn't initially go down. It looked like you took a knee. I kind of wanted to know what, in that moment, like, was it, you know, you got stung and you were trying to clear your head? What happened in that moment for you?
Yeah, you know, like that was like my true first time, like, you know, feeling, you know, like a woozy shot. You know what I mean? Like I'm the one always giving them, and so, yeah, I knew best. I watched boxing and been a part of it so long that, you know, if I would have just jumped out there, I'd have kind of embarrassed myself. So, you know, or shit could have been different, but I was smart enough to regroup, recover, and I recovered really fast. Probably could have stayed up or whatever, but I'd have just been fighting, trying to clear my head instead of getting heavy shots.
Were you really hurt in that moment? You came back and you threw a hook right after that seemed to land pretty good. You feel like you were still in the moment, like you were fine after that moment?
Correct. Yeah, I was good. You know, I get back up from nothing. I got my eyes back up. You know, get back up and continue to fight.
Jamel, right here in the front row.
Yeah.
Willard Ramirez with the Associated Press. You mentioned to Kevin that he's not the type of opponent that you just charge at, that you come at. Throughout the fight, it looked as if you were trying to sort of get into your groove, but he was controlling tempo. Was there ever a point in the fight you felt comfortable, that you felt that you were in control or at your pace, your tempo, or did you feel that you were having to adapt and fight his fight?
I really don't know what round it was, but it was like within some of the later rounds. I felt like I hit him with a solid 1-2 that was kind of like effective. He didn't see some, you know, I also hit him with a good hook that was kind of blinded. He didn't possibly see, but you know, I felt like I never got to a real point to I can get into my bag like I wanted to, like truthfully.
Jermel, how did you feel about this experience in the super middleweight division? And after your rest, who's next?
I'm going back down to 154, so That's gonna be major. I can do it. I can make the weight easy, and the experience was amazing. It was cool. I appreciate fans of boxing, period. But you got to give your hats off to the Mexican fans that support boxing and come out to shows like this. You know, I never want to leave out my African American fans because my American fans, period. I just want to say you can't leave them out because they come out just as well as the Mexican fans. They're just one is crazier than the other.
Jamel.
Yeah.
Back here. I'm Keith Heidig from BoxingScene.com. Jamel, at the higher weight that you were tonight, did you feel sluggish or anything, or how did you feel when you were moving around the ring?
A little tad bit. I'm used to moving around much lighter, of course, but it was fine. Like I moved around. I was just trying to follow my game plan of my coaches, and a part of that was really coming forward, but moving around was a part of the game plan too. But I didn't, I felt the weight, of course.
Jamel, over here. Congratulations on your effort. Given you've said you're going back to 154, you've got 3 of the belts in that division. Is the obvious fight to make the winner of Tim Tszyu and Brian Mendoza?
I just follow the plans and I fight whoever. Obviously, we can see. It's about being great, and I'm already a legend in boxing. Hopefully y'all put me in the Hall of Fame. I don't know who the hell controls that, but I deserve it. And possibly I'll come back to 154, or I'll just listen to my coaches, let them tell me what to do next, and I'm on it.
Would you like to become undisputed again though at 154?
Of course, but it's about fighting the best fights and making the most money at this point in my life and career. So fighting, Brian Mendoza or Tszyu, who got an Australian fan base, it's just not as satisfying to me sometimes. But like I said, I listen to my coaches, follow the plans of my management, and go from there.
Jermel, Ernesto Amador from No Puedes Jugar Boxeo, and the same question please for Johan Guzman. You mentioned that you can beat Canelo, that you are ready to beat his skills. Canelo's skills surprise you? Because Canelo mentioned it's different when you talk about me, but in the ring it's gonna be different. So Canelo's skills surprise you?
Personally, I don't want to say it surprised me. He showed his attention span was a lot thicker in the ring than it seems. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know that game plan. But just watching his skills in the ring with me, I felt like I could have did a lot more than I did. So I've seen it before. I've been in the ring with a lot of different fighters, and I've seen people with, I've seen skills, and he has some great skills in the ring. You got to give it to him. I don't even know when the last time I even talked about his skills. That's just something that he needed to motivate himself. Be it. We're here to fight, and I got in there to fight. It's as simple as that. So skills, everybody. If you at the top and you're pound for pound, and you're one of the best fighters in the world, you gotta have some type of skills. So did I not believe in his skills? Shit, I don't know when I didn't believe in his skills. I don't care about that. I don't believe in nobody's skills. I don't think I'm the best fighter in the world. I still think that right now. So I'm cool. I'm cool with that.
Hey, Jamel, right here.
Yeah.
Dan Rayfield,
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I wondered, it seemed like you obviously got behind in a hole early, no
Right.
doubt about that. So I wonder at what point in the fight did you realize this is not going how I wanted it to go, and at some point I'm going to have to radically change the plan and maybe try to sell out a little bit or whatever, because it just never really seemed to happen.
Yeah, it didn't, and it sucks. In the second round, Coach Derek let me know, like I slipped up on that round, and I lost the second round, and I was like, damn. So I just never got to a point where I can make the fight more, to a point where they could put a little bit of pressure on his team, a little bit more pressure on him as well. So that's part of it.
So the other question I had then was, and maybe I missed this before I came in, when he dropped you, I think it was the 7th round.
Yeah.
what kind of power did he have, and did that make you reticent to try to sell out the rest of the fight because you might get caught with something huge coming back?
Nah, I don't know what you mean by sellout.
Just like go for it, you know, not wildly and recklessly, but you know, just go and do what you can do and try to really
just
pick up the pace.
No sellout period whatsoever. It was just about continuing to just fight the way you fight, and try to optimize everything that the coaches say and hurry up and get it done. And so it was a flash. It was like a shot I didn't see, you know. And I regrouped myself. I gave myself a chance to regroup, but I thought like, okay, now we got to go back and win the next few rounds because I know when you know it's an 8-10 round.
Thank you.
Jamel, over here.
I can't.
Mohammed Mubarak with EURWeb.com.
Hello, Mohammed.
Throughout the fight, it seemed to be a habit that he had of putting you in a headlock and trying to get rough with you.
Right.
Did it bother you any time, any of those tactics?
No, not at all. I don't think so. Not that. No. I do remember the headlock a few times. Matter of fact, every time I kind of got in that position, I felt that, you know, he's a clever fighter.
Do you think that maybe if you were a little more aggressive throughout the fight?
I can steal that from him in the future.
What do you think that if you could have been more aggressive than you were throughout the fight?
I could have, yeah. I could have been more aggressive, honestly.
Jamel, to your right.
Yeah.
Francisco Salazar, Ring Magazine. One of the game plans that Al Bernstein focused on for Canelo was getting off the ring. Do you think that maybe that was one component that maybe worked against you, that he cut off the ring more quicker, more sooner than you expected him to do?
No, I actually thought that, I mean, if you're from Ring Magazine, you know, boxing, when you're in a square circle, I felt like I was rotating pretty well, getting around, and I was able to catch a lot of shots with my gloves. So I did rotate well. It was just about, you know, my attack when it came down to after I rotated and got out of the shot, you know, or blocked the shot. My return was my issue, and my aggressiveness of going forward.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Time for just two more, and then we'll let Jamel.
Jamel Charlo. Steve Coreno, Carolina Art Sportsman. Congratulations on a great performance, great effort. Can you clarify what's going on with the WBO? I know you were going to be undisputed for this fight. They said they were going to ship you afterwards. Just what's going on?
Is the WBO in the room at all? Is there any representative for the WBO?
They're not going to say it.
I mean, they have to, right? I mean, this is a big fight. This is, I don't know, truthfully, you know, I would like to talk with somebody from the WBO and see what kind of issues they can resolve. I don't know if they can already made their decision or whatever they made, but you know, that was already taken from the beginning before the fight, you know, and that sucks. You know, part of life and a part of I gotta just continue to roll with the punches, but you know, Jamel Charlo never get the fair end of the stick. I gotta go and fight for mine, but you know, I believe that moving up to two-weight classes to fight for undisputed and continue to stay active. And of course, I wasn't active for a year because I was off with a hand injury. And you know, from the moment that my hand got injured, the fight got canceled, whatever happened, the WBO sent me letters, from like 30 letters, and had me going back and forth to the doctor, randomly just having to prove to them that MRIs and CAT scans and CT scans and X-rays and any time that they wanted to. They wasn't really, you know, like got a relationship with the people in Australia. So, and that's okay with me. And I just gotta continue to be a champion and continue to fight and you know, bars none. Put my heart on the line every time I get in there. Yeah.
Jamel, Lance Butner, PPV.com. I wanted to ask you, I know you talked about this in the ring, Terrence Crawford, does that make all the sense in the world for your next fight?
Yeah, you know, Terrence Crawford could be on the radar. I think he already probably been on Twitter, you know, like lip wrestling with the internet, just to get some clout, some fans, and it's fine. you know. But you know, he's a champion. He's great at what he do, and you know, my brother Earl got to get it on with him, and Earl want his look back. So, and that's what boxing is about. So for the next few years, or in due time, you guys will be completely entertained. And maybe I'll talk a little bit more shit, because that's what y'all want from me. Because Terrence Crawford is talking shit, so they're gonna bring out a different animal in me, but I don't know which animal.
Jamel, thank you.
Where you at?
Back here. Thank you very much. Terrific promotion. Appreciate all your hard work.
Hey, shout out to Floyd. He came in, showed me some love. I wanted to, you know, I gotta let y'all see the great, y'all come around too often.
Floyd Mayweather.
All right, I guess I'm out. Lines only for life.